welcome to Oklahoma High School Girls Basketball Between the Lines with my man Coach Vick on a Wednesday night. What's up, Coach?
Nothing getting close to playoffs.
Playoffs. Man, Coach, I'm not even going to be playing in the games, and I'm nervous for every team because, man, I was talking to Coach Kelby earlier after practice today, and I was like, man, you know, when you get in playoffs, you don't get no redo.
You know, my bads don't count no more.
No. If you win, you move on, or you going home. Going home, Coach. You're gonna go head to Cancun because your season's over. Unless you get ready for a softball or golf or tennis or anything like that. But your basketball high school career, if you're a senior, you're done. You're a freshman, sophomore, junior. You get a chance to redeem yourself next year. But nobody wants to worry about next year. We want to worry about now, Coach. We got to do it now. You can't wait about next year. But Coach, like I said, we got two state champions on the show tonight. All the way from Washington, Oklahoma. Two young ladies.
Let me correct you now. They are state champions. One of them,
well, Coach, man, I ran out of fingers, Coach. I'm only gonna give them one because I know they're looking for a number two. Going into this year, but I just say one thing, Coach. It's gonna be really interesting having these two young ladies on. They got one loss this season. We're gonna ask them a little bit about it and talk about what their plans are going into the playoffs. Because like I said, they're trying to defend themselves, and they got to go through some good teams. But should be a really good show with these two young ladies. So let's bring them to the table, Coach. Bring them to the table and buzz them in. Here we go, folks. Here we go. We're gonna bring in Miss Kelby and Miss Bailey. Here we go. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Hi.
Hey. They're not even twins, and they sound like twins.
I'm telling you, we got practice. We got practice.
They practice that, Coach. They practice that. Well, ladies, we welcome you to the show tonight. I know you guys are getting ready for a big ball game that you have tomorrow night against McLeod. You guys just informed me. I will try to make that. It's not too far from the house. It's always good to go see some good basketball. Two great teams. McLeod's undefeated. You guys got one loss to a team that you was up by 12. I know Coach was fired up. I know Coach pretty well. I know he's kind of fired up losing that game. But, hey, I always say losing is good. I know people don't know. What do you mean? Losing is good. You learn from losing. If you're doing everything right, and you might not be doing it right, but you're getting away with it. But losing, you go watch films. You correct the things you did wrong, and that's how you move on. Boy, I should become a rapper, Coach.
You sure? You're mixing it up there, rhyming it up. Well, let us know who's who here. I'll let people know who's who.
I'm Kelby.
And I'm Bailey.
Folks said again, that's Kelby and Bailey, because I'm gonna tear the names up by the end of the night. So hopefully I get it right. But like I said, once again, ladies, welcome to the show. Love to have you on the show, man. And something that me and Coach Vick started about a year ago. We're gonna touch a lot of girls from different parts of the state. And like I said, we drove all the way out to Gooseby. I guess that's kind of close to Washington to meet you young ladies and have this great show. So, for the listeners that don't know you, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who's older? Who's younger? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm the oldest. We actually have a younger sister too, who she plays basketball as well. But I'm the oldest, and then we're 2 years apart. So
yeah, I'm a sophomore. I'm the middle child.
So you don't want to get away with murder, then, right? You get away with everything.
Yeah.
Yes. You can blame it on big sister, little sister. There you go.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. You got it going on.
Just one for sure.
Good stuff. Well, Coach, let's get it started.
Well, Kelby, I saw you play this summer, Team Oklahoma. I know you've played in the past. I believe BTR for a little bit as well.
Yes.
Okay. And Team Oklahoma, and I kept waiting for your recruiting to pick up a little bit, and I think when it came down to the live period in July, I think it picked up a lot. And you made a commitment this fall, so let everybody know where you made your commitment that does not already know.
Yeah, I'm committed to Southwestern, Oklahoma State University in Weatherford. So that's where I'm going.
What made that decision for you?
So when I was my freshman year, even when I was younger than that, when Coach Zen was at Anadarko, me and my family would go watch Anadarko play when they were at the Bertha Teague, and then we would go watch their playoff games sometimes. And I always really liked watching Coach Zen coach. I just loved how he had his girls play and everything. And so when I found out he was going to Southwestern, that was one of the schools that I was really interested in. And so after my freshman year, not able to play that summer due to my knee injury. I think kind of set me back a little bit with just recruiting and stuff. But after my sophomore year, going into my junior year that summer, they came to a couple of my games, which is nice. And so when I finally got that offer from them, it was pretty nice. And so when I went on my visit and everything, I just fell in love with the campus, and I already knew I liked Coach Zinn, so it was a good fit for me, I think.
Yeah, Coach Zinn does an amazing job. Hey, Tony, I don't know if you remember now. I remember because I was in 3A at the time. This young lady was lighting it up first half against Jones. I believe it was in the finals, if I remember right.
Yeah, I remember that game.
Yeah,
Jenny,
Kelby went down her freshman year.
Yeah.
And they try, but you can't miss a piece like that and recover at halftime. I'd have to give Coach a gold medal if he can motivate that in a halftime 5-minute speech, to replace a young lady like that. Because no offense to anybody else, but I believe that year, if y'all don't want it, you would have been MVP as a freshman. And you were on a roll. You were playing that good. So I don't know if you remember that game, Tony, or not.
Yeah, I think y'all beat Idabel to get to the championship, right?
We beat Kiefer that year. Idabel beat us the following year in the championship.
Okay.
Yeah,
I remember that, man. I mean, like it was yesterday. I saw Coach Holbrook today. Washington is always good in sports, man. It's just like his own university out there. People that don't want to go to Norman or Norman North, Westmore, none of the schools out there, they end up, coming to Washington. I mean, the football team is always good. I heard somebody on this show kicked extra points. I don't know. Is that true or not?
Yeah.
So you kicked for the high school this year then?
I did, yep.
So what was that like, man? Was there a lot of pressure? Because, kickers, I think kicker has the toughest job. I know that they don't get hit or get tackled or have to tackle anybody, but I think that's a tough job. The game's on the line, 10 seconds left, and you got to kick a field goal. Was you ever in those kind of moments, any?
No, not really.
Y'all beat everybody. You didn't have to worry about it.
No, I wasn't in those type of situations, but I remember my very first time going out there. Like I've played in a couple of big games before and everything, but like I've felt pressure before, and that was a different type of pressure, or just like nervousness or feeling I've never felt. It was different, but it was a lot of fun.
No, it's different because it has three things got to happen. You got to have a good snap, a good hold, and a good kick.
Yeah.
And then, sometimes I feel sorry for these kickers because if they miss, everybody remembers that, but what about all the plays before that? The guy could have caught a touchdown. All I do is kick that point. With me having to kick a field goal to win the ball game, that's a lot of pressure. But I got to give it up to you because that's big time for a young lady going kick, high school football, especially the class you guys play in, because Washington plays a lot of good competition. So you got to play in the Jones game this year in the state championship then, huh? Oh, did y'all play Jones in the championship? Y'all played Jones, didn't y'all? Yeah.
Yeah, we played Jones.
Yes. I got a couple of guys that I trained from Jones, so I know we've had the quarterback on the show and keep it 100. But Washington does a good job in football. Like I said, football, basketball, girls softball. You guys, like I said, your own university out there. So congratulations, you guys in all sports. But you guys won a couple of state championships in softball too, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So how many have you won in softball?
I've won 2 in fast pitch. One was with her. One was my freshman year. And then this year, my senior year for fast pitch. And then we both won in slow pitch together my junior year this past spring.
So man, mom and dad, they got to put us a little money to the side to buy a state championship ring.
Oh yes, yeah, a lot of fundraising.
That's good stuff. So, little sis, tell me a little bit about yourself. Who you play AU ball with, and what's some of the sports that you play besides softball? And I think you said track too, but what's your basketball career looking like so far?
So, right now for AAU, I was on Team Oklahoma this last summer. I'm going to AAO Flight out in Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Okay, you're gonna be playing with Miss
Brantley.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be playing with her this summer. It's a great organization. I'm really excited. They have really great competition for all the people who they play, and I'm really excited to go out there and get better. But yeah, I do slow pitch as well. I'm the pitcher in slow pitch, and I'm in the 4x8 for the track team.
Okay. So we got some athletes on the show, Coach. Good
Yeah.
athletes.
Like
So
I said,
that's good stuff. So one of you guys, one's a senior, right?
Yes.
And the other one's a sophomore.
Yes.
Okay. So do you guys train together and all that, or y'all I know since you guys play sports together, y'all do a lot of basketball training together, or y'all kind of do your own thing on that?
Yeah,
Yes.
we usually go up to the gym, or now that I'm not in AAU anymore, I've been actually going up with her and Bentley when they go up to Arkansas for their training, and I'll go up with them and do their training with them. It's been fun.
Hey, AAU that's a great program, man. They do a really good job. I know Bentley just received an offer with was it Mississippi State?
Yes.
So I mean that's big time for a freshman. She's a good little ball player though. So that shows you right there. But that just tells you what Washington's like, and then what's what AO flight's like. So it should help you with your recruiting going this year and all that. So tell us a little bit about your coach. I know he can be high strung. I know he has a daughter on the team. I know he came from El Reno. And he does a good job with the program, man. He gets after it though. So tell us a little bit about Coach. So we give him a hard time on this show.
Well, coming in, because when he got here, I was coming in my freshman year, and so he's definitely a hard coach to play for, but he's by far helped the program just get better from where it was the previous years, and so. He's helped me develop as a team. As a player. Like every person that's came into this program has gotten better, not just in basketball, but in life. He teaches us great life lessons, and so he demands the best out of us. And so, yeah, I mean, he's a great coach to play for.
Right. Really good guy. So I've got a chance to be around him a little bit. His daughter played the organization that we played in. Now, does he have two daughters on the team too now?
He has one.
Now she's just a freshman.
Yes.
Okay. Is she now? Does he have an older daughter or no?
Just it's JB. She's a freshman. She's the oldest. And then
okay. I know he got a bunch of girls. I think he got about 7 or 8 of them. So he's 8 of a bunch. So he got his own basketball team. So he's serving them in and serving them out. But like I said, great coach, man. Like I said, I know you said, hey, he's tough, but he's getting you ready for college, and that's what I like to hear because when you go to college, off to college, you're gonna have I know you said coach is nice, but he's gonna get on to the girls, and so a lot of times the girls are not ready for that. They're not gonna be able to handle it. They're gonna be ready to come home and pack the bags and head back home. But you got to see it from firsthand from your high school coach. So I give him kudos for that because like I said, a lot of kids can't handle that. So that's good stuff, Coach.
Someone told me, have you ever not played in a championship, Kelby?
My sophomore year of fast pitch,
Okay.
we made it to the semifinals, but we didn't make it to the championship. But
everything else has been a runner-up or a champion, right?
Yes.
And slow pitch, fast pitch, and obviously football and then basketball, right?
Yes.
Man, that's a career, Tony.
No, that's big time, man. That's a lot. That's a lot of rings, a lot of runner-up rings, a lot of gold rings. So, but hey, that's what that program's about, man. I mean, they have one of the best programs. I mean, it starts with football, but you talk about girls basketball and girls softball. Why would you not want your kid to go there? One, you're gonna get good coaching, and you're gonna get to compete at the highest level. I mean, granted, what do y'all consider 2A or 3A?
Considered 3A.
Yeah, I would say a 3A school. But
yeah, I mean,
it kind of changes with some sports, but.
I always get tired of people always talking about 6A, but Dale's a team that's it's 2A and went out and won the tournament of champions. I just think if you got great athletes, it doesn't matter what class you're in, as long as you're getting well coached. And I got to tell you guys, I got to see you guys play over at the Dale City scrimmage beginning of the season. Season kickoff. How many girls do y'all have on the team? And it seems like every girl on the team can play. So how does he do a starting lineup? Because man, I mean, you got 14, 15 girls, but it seems like every one of those young ladies can play. So how many do y'all carry on the bench?
We carry 15 on the bench.
Is it 15?
Mm-hmm.
You don't put 15 on the roster when it comes to playoffs, Tony.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying every one of those girls can play, Coach. I mean, I don't think he drops off any when he goes, hey, you get in. If he checks somebody in, he buzzes somebody in. I don't think nobody's falling off. The next girl is up is going to do a great job. So that's why they're so competitive. Like I said, I got a chance to watch that Dale game with you guys because we got to play Dell in Tournament of Champions, and I kind of watched what they did. And Addie kind of got hot at one point and hit some threes, and you guys kind of cooled off, but like I said, you had every opportunity to win the ball game. But like I said, that's an early loss, and that's what's made you guys better. I think tomorrow night will be a really good game with you and McLeod. They're coming in undefeated. So, like I said, playing in McLeod, that place to be rocking and jumping, Coach. I know you went over there last year and played them, and I got a chance to watch that game. But ladies, like I said, I just want to give you guys kudos for what you've done. And, like I said, getting to go to Southwestern, the place you want to go. What are you going to major in?
Well, I was wanting to major in kinesiology and be an athletic trainer, but throughout my senior year, it's changed, and I've been wanting to do education and coaching and getting into.
You want to coach?
Yes, I do.
There's nothing wrong with that, I love it, I tell people all the time, I get kind of jealous a little bit, kind of not jealous, but upset because teachers and coaches that started at the high schools want to get you ready for college. And I think they get underpaid a lot because they're the one to prepare you guys for college. And they don't get the money they should get because, you go after these college coaches, these guys are making millions of dollars, and then they'll quit this team and go join another team. Well, let's get something back to these high school coaches that, hey, are getting you prepared, getting you prepared for college. But these college coaches are getting paid big bucks. You look at Lane Kiffin. He leaves Ole Miss to go to, LSU, got paid big bucks. But
I'll take his pocket change. Just give me your pocket change.
That's all I need. Just give me a little bit of it. But I just think it's I think the teachers that get you ready for college and educate you, get you ready, one should get paid too. I think it's kind of fair. But I love to see a young lady, like I said, because your first degree you was talking about, you're gonna make big money. Not saying you're not gonna make big money as a teacher and coach, but you're gonna make big money with the first job you was gonna do. But hey, I love that you want to get back to what you learned and get back to some other young ladies. So what are you trying to coach? Softball, track, basketball? Which one is it?
Basketball.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, sis, what about you? I know you got a couple more years, but if you had your dream, you seem like your sister already had her choice of college. If you had your choice, where would you want to go?
Honestly, I'm just being where my feet are and just waiting for God to give me the ability to all the offers and just me keeping my head straight and just keep on working and letting all the opportunities just come. And because I'm open to anything right now, it'd be cool to go play at Swansea with my sister. I think that'd be awesome. But if any
other Coach Zen, you hear that?
Hey, coach, he ain't got to go too far to recruit her. If she's anything like her sister, he's like, hey, I'm getting 2 for 1 here. So, hey, one's almost out the door. I'm gonna go grab little sister and bring her in the door. So that's good stuff, though. Southwestern's a good school, though. It's not too far from home. I hate when kids start going 3 or 4 or 5 hours away, man. It's kind of tough. I don't want my babies going too far, man. So I understand as a parent, you don't want your kids. You want to be able to come home and do that laundry and all that. So, man, I think you're going to get a scholarship, wherever you decide to go. Real quick, you talked about your knee injury. What did you tear ACL or what happened?
Yeah, I tore my ACL, and then I had a bone bruise, but that was about it. It was just my ACL.
So it was a non-contact?
It was contact, yeah. I got a rebound on the other end, and I was going down for a left-handed layup, and I had one girl on my hip and one girl in front of me, and they just kind of both hit me. Yeah, the doctors, when they saw pictures and they saw videos, and they're like, it was just like a freak accident. So
man, me and Coach Vick talk about this all the time. We was gonna do a show at the House of Dicks this weekend. We ended up changing. We're gonna do it at a PT because one thing we want to do, we want to try to educate young ladies and men, by talking to a physician about what can they do to try to prevent it. You can't never prevent it, like he says, a fluke accident, but what can you do to build the muscles and the bones and try to prevent it? And I think it's crazy because I've seen a lot of girls tear it and could be dribbling up the court and just collapse, So, I would like for them to explain to, us and to the listeners that, what can they do to try to prevent it. But like I said, it's just a freak accident, lucky, you came back strong and you got an opportunity to go play college ball. So God is good. So, sometimes you got to crawl before you walk, but it's taught you to become a stronger young lady too, though, in all this faith.
For sure.
Riley, does sis ever kind of like show her rings? I mean, is there any pressure on you at all to, to keep up? I mean,
No, I think I can catch up on her. Definitely.
Okay.
I think I got it.
I had a kid from Washington I recruited when I was at OBU years ago, and it was funny. Her goal was to get 3 a year. She did slow pitch, fast pitch, and basketball. And that was her goal, was to have 12 rings before she left. I think she ended up like 8, maybe 7 or 8. But that's their culture, Tony. I mean, that's it. I mean, that's their goal, is to run out of fingers. I mean, they're kind of like Tom Brady or Michael Jordan.
But it's kind of like, I hate to say it's kind of like some Colorado boys football team, man. You imagine being a coach, man, having all those rings that, if you've been there, I know some of the coaches have been there for a while, but, winning 20 state championship, that's what Washington's like. They got a ton of, championship rings. But, I think the best feeling is, I've seen it on both ends. A kid win a high school state championship and win a college national championship. But I think the best feeling is to win that high school state championship. College is fun. Don't get me wrong. It's fun. But when you can win that high school state championship, that banner's always going to be in the school. And you can come back when you 10-year reunion, 20-year reunion, that was me. I was part of that. So that's a great feeling, though. And like I said, and also to do it with your little sister too is really cool, though. So was mom and dad, either one of them, pretty athletic? Because they got 2 great athletic kids. So did they play any sports growing up?
Yep. Mom was a basketball, softball player. She did cheer. But she said she was probably more into softball. Our dad, who is actually the head football coach here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell him it's all right, man. I got love for him, man. I got love.
Yep. He did football, of course.
So I got to hear this. So you tell me, Dad is a football coach, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he got all girls?
Yep.
That's why he made you the kicker. He had to have one of his babies play football. That's good stuff. I didn't know that. Congratulations, because he's a heck of a coach, man. I'm telling you right now, he's a heck of a coach. I know it was a tough game this year, man. I mean, that game went back and forth with them and Jones, but he's a heck of a coach, man. I mean, that's good stuff, though. That's why she's a kicker. Now it rings a bell, Coach. It all rings a bell now. Yep. There it is.
Yep. And Mom's head track coach and assistant basketball. So I mean, we're around our parents every day.
Oh man, so y'all don't really get y'all can't mess up, man. You may have you in the front yard running sprints.
Yeah. I mean, we have our dad is a teacher. We actually have him in the same class hour. So he teaches us.
Man, that gotta be tough. I was gonna blow the whistle. That was Coach.
Hey, I was fortunate. I never had to teach my daughter. She went to another class. I was like, there was no way.
I'll tell you right now, I know Zoe would not want me part of her.
Yeah, I told Hannah, you gotta go to another class, Hannah. I can't do it.
That'd be tough, Coach. That'd be tough, though.
Where did the mom play there? She play somewhere else?
Our mom went to high school at Wayne, but she didn't end up going anywhere for college.
Okay.
Dad did football in high school, did baseball and basketball, but I'm not sure. He didn't finish out high school with baseball or in powerlifting. He was in powerlifting too. But he went to Southern NAS for a little bit, and then he finished out his college at SWASU, actually. So
SWASU.
Yeah.
All right.
I got to ask you these ladies this question, though. What's the toughest gym you guys ever played in?
For me, it was my sophomore year, semifinal game versus CCS. The loudest game. I know y'all have probably been in that gym. It was packed. It was so loud. And for me, just being a point guard, I couldn't even hear my coach telling me what plays to run, so I couldn't even tell my team. And when I finally found out what play we're supposed to run, I'm trying to tell my team, they couldn't even hear me because it was so loud. So it was a hard game. But it was hard, but it was a lot of fun.
Mine's definitely the Anadarko game area. That game was pretty scary, honestly, because we had some girls that
where were you at?
Freshmen, and we had some girls that we're hitting shots, and that was the game that I was a freshman, I didn't know what to do, but I knew I had to step up, and me and my friend Eternity Self that's still on the team as a sophomore, we stepped up, and it was a crazy game. It was pretty crazy.
Where was that area game at?
Ada.
And Ada can get loud if it's packed all the way
Yeah,
around.
you got really
There's
loud.
a lot of people.
A lot of people
They
there.
sit right behind the bench too.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
remember.
great
I think
game.
you guys played at UConn. It might have been your junior year or your
We played at UConn my sophomore year.
sophomore year. That gym was packed that night because I
It was-
came. I think that's the night Jones got beat by Idabel with the little freshman girl.
Yeah.
So I remember that game. I remember I came in right after you guys because I came to watch Jones play. And like I said, I remember coming in there and that gym was packed. I was like, wow, it was crazy though. Did y'all play OC? Did y'all play them that night? Your sophomore year?
CCS, Community Christian, yeah.
Yeah, did you play? Was it? Oh, that was at their gym. Who'd y'all play that night at UConn?
Community Christian, CCS.
Community Christian. Okay, yeah, that's I think Venable's daughter was on that team then. Yeah,
she was.
Yes.
I did that. Our first round
game too. It was pretty cool.
Our first round was at UConn. We played Howe one year, and I'm telling you, that far seat at the very top, somebody was sitting in it. I mean, it was packed. It was not.
Hey, that gym was the night I went. It was packed, man. And UConn's a big.
It is loud. It was loud.
That's a 6A school that had everybody. I mean, there was not even a seat. I had to sit on the rail up top, so it was a crazy thing. That's pretty tough though. So, what do you guys feel about going into this? Like this being your last year, going into the playoffs. How do you feel like who's going to be the team that you guys got to look out for, and who's going to be waiting on for the other side to try to meet you guys in the championship?
Me personally, I think we're going to see Adair in the championship game. Two of my best friends actually are two seniors on their team that I played with this summer on Team OK. Allie and Hannah Bond.
Mm-hmm.
Hannah Bond. Hey, better her dad get some love.
Yeah, so I think that's who we'll see. Allie and Hannah are two leaders on the team, and I think they've done a great job this year. They've played some really good competition and beat some really good teams, and they're ranked 2, I think, right now. But there's also Sequoia Tahlequah, who has almost everyone back, I think. And
we played Sequoia Tahlequah, did my coach? Did we play Sequoia?
Yeah, y'all played. That's the Lamb kid out there, Sequoia Tahlequah.
Yeah, we played Sequoia Tahlequah.
Yeah, I'm friends with her. Yeah, she's a pretty cool girl.
I think what happened then was the really good other scorer
she got hurt,
went down, and I think they've had to regroup, and so they kind of struggled for a little bit when she got hurt. I think she blew the ACL, and then from what I was told, I think they kind of regrouped now, and they're kind of back, and Lamb's doing a really good job. So yeah, that's another team to kind of in that mixer for 3A.
That's good stuff. So do you both start, or I know you started as being a senior? Do you start sophomore?
Yes, I do.
Man, that girl got to be good, coach. That team is loaded.
I know they're loaded.
They loaded, coach. They're loaded. You got a sophomore start. So hey, that's big time. Because I'm telling you right now, when I watched that team, man, he was 7 them out, and I was like, man, there's no fall off. I mean, you guys are tall too. You guys got a tall team too, though. So.
We scrimmage them. They all look the same to me.
Yeah, they do. I didn't want to say that, coach. I didn't want to say that, but they do all look the same.
They all look the same to me. I'm like, another shooter.
They can play, coach. They can play.
She's 5'11". Oh, never mind. Another shooter.
One thing I want to tell you guys before we close out, though, you said something earlier, man, that and I got a chance to go to a deal today, and they talked about the faith. A lot of people don't talk about the faith, and I love that you spoke on it, because a lot of these young athletes today don't really talk about those things, and I think that's really, really cool that you can speak on it. And so is that me echoing? I just really think that's really cool that you can speak on it and talk about it, because now it gives other kids that, hey, I'm not scared to talk about the faith, because a lot of people are scared to say it, especially when you get young athletes. You guys are the future, of America. And it's good that y'all can talk about it, because, a lot of kids are so worried about making TikToks and all that other stuff. But, you can talk about God and tell what he's done for you. And so it helps other young ladies and men lead in the right direction too. So I really want to tell you thank you on that, because I think that's one of the coolest things ever.
I think you're echoing in theirs. I can see their mic moving while you talk, Tony.
I don't know why.
Walk through the door and you're in the pre-op area, and then they'll walk, you guys back out to the lobby, and then she'll go back. So
that is our dad.
Oh, okay.
That's
All
the
right,
dad back there talking. He recruited. He about to get a new player, coach. He trying to get a new player. That's dad back there talking. But tell dad we're on the interview.
I was about to say, Dad.
But no, I just want to tell you
Yep.
thank you for that.
They can hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right, Dad. It's all right. Well, Coach, anything else though?
Good luck, ladies. I mean, I always enjoy watching your program. Coach does a good job. He coaches hard, and you all react to it in a way that many don't. I mean, if coach gets on to you, I know it's with love and intentions and expectations, and and you go out. Usually, most time you respond with a quick, a deal of a quick turnaround. So if he calls a timeout, boom, I hear him over there. And all of a sudden, y'all get out, and it's like, okay, here comes an 8-0 run. Or I mean, you respond to what he says to you, and I like the way that y'all do that. And it's always been a trait of Washington, going back to even Coach Clark. But Washington is a standard that a lot of programs look at to try to set the bar at, and you girls do a great job with it. So I appreciate you coming on the show, getting a chance to visit with you. I'm glad to see that you're going to play at Southwestern. Little sis, we'll see you in 3 years down there, Coach Zen. Years, okay, and you get a chance to play again at the collegiate level as well.
Yeah, I just want to tell you, ladies. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, just thank you guys for having us. This was really fun.
Yeah, it was really fun, really cool. Yeah.
We want to thank you for once coming on the show, especially when you got state champions. I mean, it's always good to have champions on the show because it's just, we try to reach out to a lot of different girls. I mean, I was going to break the big news. We are going to change our names right now. We're Oklahoma High School Girls Between the Lines. We're going to change it to what's going to be the new name, Coach? What is the new name, Coach?
I don't know. I struggle with it. You know what? I don't know. Maybe we'll have maybe DM us with some names or something. I don't know. Yeah, I want something that players just say off their tongue, so that way they give them a shout out. They're not like Oklahoma High School. Like it's not a test question. I want it to be like natural. So we don't know. We might put it up to our supporters and see. I don't know.
Yeah. One of the things we think about doing, Between the Lines, girls hoops, because we are reaching out to, like you said, you're going to be playing in Arkansas this year. We want to reach out to Arkansas girls. Some of the girls that's going to be on your team. We just had a young lady on from Kansas. So the more we can branch this out to make it bigger, it's making girls high school basketball because everybody talk about the boys, but no one ever gives these young ladies the love and they deserve the love too, man. I mean, I got a young lady that's a kicker, kicked extra points, kick field goals, and she can shoot, and she can hit a softball, and she can run track. Man, I got my own. What was it? Dan Bryant in the Olympics years ago. I mean, I got my own true outstanding athlete on the show tonight. So, and it's good that you guys got on here, and so other ladies can get on here. And then, a lot of people get nervous to come on, but I thought you two have done a great job speaking. And that goes a long way because you two so successful that you two are, you're always going to have a camera in your face asking you questions, just how you carry yourself. So mom and dad has done a good job. I want to tell them great job of raising you two and your baby sister. And like I said, good luck to you guys rest of the year. And I will try to make that game tomorrow night. I think that'd be pretty cool. I ain't got nothing else to do, but I think it'd be good to go watch somebody besides my own kid play. I can yell at somebody else, shoot the ball, and then not be my kid. And so,
like, who's that dude up there?
Well, ladies, we need you to do one more thing because we want everybody in Washington, Gooseby, Norman, out there in that area to know who we are. So we need you to do one thing for us. We need you to tell everybody to like and subscribe to the show, even though we haven't changed our name yet. They still can like and subscribe to Oklahoma High School Girls Between the Lines. So we need you to put your thumbs up and tell them to like and subscribe. Can y'all do that for me?
Yeah. Yes. Right now?
Yes, right now. Here we go.
Like and subscribe.
Man, that's good. Ooh, that was perfect. Yes. Well, ladies, we thank you. Good luck tomorrow night. I will try to come out and make the game. If I do, I'd like to get a picture and maybe get a quick interview if you guys win, lose, or draw. Let's do that, though, okay?
Okay, yeah, of course.
Thank
you guys again. This is just going back to our faith and everything. This is just a great platform for us to share our faith and everything and what we believe. So this is a great platform for just other girls to do the same thing.
Yeah,
So
thank y'all.
this is really cool.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. It means a lot, man. I really appreciate that, though. 'Cause like I said, we don't make a dime doing this. We do it because we love reaching out to young ladies, and one, people get to hear your testimony. Hey, you got hurt, and you still got a chance, because a lot of girls give up. They get hurt. They're like, man, I'm done. But God put you in the right place, and now you're gonna get a chance to go get a free education, and then your sister's gonna follow you. So good luck to you the rest of the season, and then on and off to slow pitch softball or track or whatever y'all gonna do next. Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys take care. Have a great evening.
Let me take it off real quick.
Well, Coach, two beautiful young ladies. I've got a chance to see them play, so I've known them, for a
I've
long
seen them
time.
play too in person, Tony. I've been on the other end.
You
They
said
knocked
what?
me out 2 years. They knocked me out 2 years ago. I saw them play in person.
No, they're good ball players. Like I said,
I know.
we used to battle one with the select, and younger sister, I think we probably play more because she's Zoe's age, because she's a sophomore, Zoe's a freshman. So
Yeah.
But just two outstanding athletes, come from a great family. Dad, I didn't know Dad was a head football coach. So
I thought you knew that. My bad.
no, I'm sorry. I mean, big shout out to him, what he's done with Washington, a great football program, a great basketball program, girls softball. You couldn't ask for a better program to have your kid in, maybe if I lived out that way, my baby might be at Washington, but I'll tell you though, it's a good school. I love Coach over there, man. Like I said, I've got a chance to see him, talk to him. He does a great job. He's tough, but I love tough coaches. I mean, I love you. That's why I do the show with you, because you get them ready for college, man. I'm telling you, parents, if you are one of those parents that you're pacifying your baby through the season, and when they go off to college, when the first time the coach yells at them, tell them to get out and go take a shower and go home, you're like, what? You can't go talk to the dean. Dean don't care. He bring the next person in. Like I said a couple weeks ago, that Greyhound bus, you might fly in first class, but you're riding Greyhound home. I'm just keeping it real. But
So true.
Once again, you did a great job getting two wonderful athletes on the show, man. I mean, this is what this platform is all about, though, man. Like I said, folks, we'll probably do a show tomorrow night. I don't know what time. We need to break down the 3A, 4A, and 2A. A couple of teams we want to talk about. We're not going to talk about every team, Mr. Bond. We are going to talk about you because Washington kind of throw your name out there, so we got to give you guys there's some love. But, Coach, I love to do that. Anything else in closing thoughts, though?
No, I mean, it's getting close at time. It's nice to see, two young ladies that are committed to the game and enjoy just, competing and winning. I think that's the thing that makes me a little bit jealous about Washington is that they're good in every sport, but it's a culture out there. Like I said, I mean, I don't know what their first goal is. It must be written down as an 8th grader when you enroll. You must enroll in sports. You must enroll at commitment to get a ring because right. And then as an 8th grader, you're probably doing fundraisers as a 7th grader for your rings when you get to high school. You know,
Coach, I think they started as in 3rd grade, man.
Fundraisers. Here's your daughter's championship rings starting in 3rd grade, so you don't have to take a loan for them.
You know what it is, Coach? Though, it's that you talked about just a second ago. It's a tradition that they have when you're in middle school and you're in elementary. You want to be like these two young ladies. You see them get a ring, like, hey, I don't want to be the team that don't get it. It's kind of like how Colorado is in football. Everybody say they're going to fall off, but boom, guess what? It's like Washington football. When you got that winning tradition, it's hard to rub it off. You can't scrub it off, Coach. When you're a winner, you're a winner, and that's what they are over there. They lost a couple. Jenny had them. Yeah, Jones was kind of winning, and then Jenny goes away. Now Washington, the new kids on the block, are beating everybody. So I mean, that's just where it's at. When you win, you find a way to win, and they have done that over at Washington in multiple sports, not just girls basketball, and football. They're doing it in softball. So that's just a big shout out to the athletic director out there and the coaches. So once you kind of get that winning going, it's like a train. It just don't stop.
Yes, sir.
Well, Coach, you know what time it is. It's time to close it out, but we want to thank everybody, all our sponsors. The Coach did a good job the other day talking about all our sponsors, BSN, Triple Elite, Triple 100. I always mess this one up. Above
the line hoops.
Love the line hoops. I got it back. I got it.
There you go.
Coach Vick, High Keeping, Quick Clinic, all of them guys. We want to thank you and my man Eric over at Chaos. Folks, like I said, once again, if you need some tires, you need a bed line, your kid needs his windows tinted, he needs a stereo system. My man over at Chaos, Eric Clifford will take care of you for a good price. Tell you know Coach Vick and TJ, and you get that 50% discount. You heard it first on the show. Oklahoma High School Girls in Thin Live. We'll catch you next time. See ya.
We'd like to thank the following sponsors: Above the Line Hoops, Prep Girl Hoops, Keep It 100, and for the latest in high school girls basketball action, check out the podcast on YouTube at Oklahoma High School